80-year-old Margaret went from struggling to get out of a chair to walking 3 miles a day and playing with her grandchildren on the floor, all by changing what she put in her morning coffee. What I'm about to share isn't some expensive supplement or complicated medical treatment. This is about 8 simple additions to coffee that can help you fight sarcopenia, the silent muscle thief affecting nearly every adult over 30. But here's the shocking part. Most people are drinking their coffee completely wrong for muscle health, and it's accelerating their weakness without them even realizing it. Let me tell you about Margaret. She walked into my practice at 68 with frustration written all over her face. She used to be the one everyone relied on, gardening, traveling, playing with grandchildren without a second thought. But everything had changed. Getting up from a chair required effort. Carrying groceries felt like a workout. Simple tasks left her exhausted and wondering if this was her new reality. Margaret had tried everything. Expensive supplements that sat unused in her cabinet. Diet changes that left her restricted and unhappy. Exercise programs that were either too hard or too easy. Nothing worked. She was losing strength, losing confidence, and worst of all, losing hope. During one consultation, I asked her a simple question that changed everything. What's the first thing you do every morning when you wake up? She looked confused. Well, I make myself a cup of coffee. I've been drinking coffee every morning for 40 years. That's when everything clicked. I explained that her morning coffee wasn't just a comforting ritual, it could become the foundation of a muscle-building strategy. But she needed to stop drinking it plain and start adding specific ingredients that would transform it into a powerhouse formula for protecting and building muscle tissue. The beauty? She didn't need to change her entire life. She was already drinking coffee every single morning. 3 months later, Margaret walked back into my office with completely different energy. She was walking 3 miles every day, gardening without pain, playing on the floor with her grandchildren and getting up easily. The fear had been replaced with confidence and joy. And it all started with understanding how to enhance that simple morning cup of coffee. But what really amazed me wasn't just Margaret's physical transformation. It was watching her entire identity shift. She told me that she had started to see herself as old and fragile, words she never thought she'd use to describe herself. She'd catch herself thinking, I can't do that anymore, I'm too old. But as her strength returned, so did her sense of self. She stopped apologizing for moving slowly or asking for help with every little thing. She started feeling like herself again, capable, independent, and full of life. Before I reveal the 8 powerful additions, you need to understand what's really happening inside your body. There's a condition affecting almost every adult over 30 that most people have never heard of, sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss. Here's what's happening right now in your body. Starting around age 30, you begin losing between 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every single decade. Think about what that means over time. By your 60s, you could have lost up to 15% of the muscle you once had. This isn't just about looking less toned. This is about your ability to live independently, moving without pain, preventing falls and fractures, maintaining a metabolism that keeps you healthy. When you lose muscle, your entire body suffers. Your metabolism slows dramatically because muscle tissue burns calories even at rest. Your blood sugar becomes harder to control. Your posture changes, leading to chronic back and neck pain. Your balance deteriorates. Your bone density decreases. Even your immune system weakens. And here's something most doctors won't tell you. Muscle loss creates a vicious cycle. When you lose muscle, everyday activities become harder. When activities become harder, you move less. When you move less, you lose even more muscle. Before you know it, you're trapped in a downward spiral that seems impossible to escape. I've seen patients who went from independent living to needing assistance with basic tasks in just 2 years, not because of a disease, but simply because this muscle loss cycle went unchecked. They didn't know what was happening until it was almost too late. But here's the good news many doctors don't emphasize enough. Muscle loss is not inevitable, and it's never too late to start rebuilding. Your muscles have an incredible ability to respond to the right nutrition and stimulus, even if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. I've seen patients in their 80s make remarkable improvements when they finally understand this principle and apply it correctly. Now, before we dive into the solution, I need to ask you something. If you're someone who wants to stay strong, healthy, and independent as you age, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications for senior muscle tips. I share practical health strategies that actually work in the real world. Not theories or complicated protocols, but real strategies that real people use to transform their health and their lives. Don't miss what's coming next because these 8 ingredients could change everything for you. That's where these 8 powerful additions to your morning coffee come into play. I'm going to count them down from number 8 to number 1. Each one serves a specific purpose. Some give you energy, some reduce inflammation, some provide the building blocks your muscles desperately need. Together, they create a synergistic effect more powerful than any single ingredient on its own. Number 8. Ceylon cinnamon, the blood sugar balancer. Cinnamon is something most people think of as just a flavor enhancer, but it's actually a metabolic game changer for muscle health. What to do? Add just half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to your coffee. Why it works? Balances blood sugar levels throughout the entire day. When blood sugar spikes and crashes, your body goes into fat storage mode instead of muscle-building mode. Improves insulin sensitivity so muscles can absorb and use nutrients. Reduces chronic inflammation, one of the main drivers of muscle breakdown. Important, use Ceylon cinnamon, true cinnamon, not the cheaper cassia variety found in most grocery stores. Cassia contains higher levels of coumarin, which can harm your liver in large amounts. Ceylon is safer for daily use and contains more beneficial compounds for blood sugar control. You can find Ceylon cinnamon at most health food stores or online. Yes, it costs slightly more, but you're only using half a teaspoon per day, so one container will last you months. Think of it as an investment in your muscle health that costs pennies per day. Many of my patients have told me that within just 1 week of adding Ceylon cinnamon to their coffee, they noticed they weren't experiencing those mid-afternoon energy crashes anymore. Their energy remained more stable throughout the day, which gave them the stamina to stay active and keep moving, essential for maintaining muscle mass. Number 7. Cocoa powder, the blood flow booster. This is where your morning coffee starts to taste like a treat while doing serious work for your muscles. What to do? Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder to your coffee. Why it works? Floods your body with flavonoids that improve blood flow to every tissue, including muscles. Better blood flow means more oxygen delivered to muscle cells. More oxygen means better endurance and faster recovery. Creates a delicious mocha flavor you'll actually look forward to. Think of it this way. Your muscles are like engines, and oxygen is the fuel they need to run efficiently. Cocoa powder opens up those pathways and lets your muscles breathe. The flavonoids also support cardiovascular health, which is intimately connected to muscle health. Your heart is a muscle too, and when it functions optimally, it pumps nutrient-rich blood to all your other muscles more effectively. Number 6. Coconut oil or MCT oil, the clean energy source. This is where we start talking about energy in a completely different way. What to do? Add 1 teaspoon of coconut oil or MCT oil to your coffee. You can gradually increase to 1 tablespoon. Why it works? Provides fuel that doesn't spike blood sugar or require insulin to process. Medium-chain triglycerides convert directly into ketones. Your brain and muscles use ketones for immediate energy. No sugar crashes later in the day. Gives clean, sustained energy that keeps you active and moving. For seniors who struggle with fatigue and low energy, this is absolutely crucial. If you're too tired to move, you're going to lose muscle. The ketones produced from MCT oil can cross the blood-brain barrier and provide fuel directly to your brain, which is why many people report feeling mentally sharper and more focused. That mental clarity translates into better motivation to stay active throughout the day. Number 5. Milk or protein-rich creamer, the calcium-protein combo. This is where a lot of people make a critical mistake without realizing it. What to do? Add about a 1/4 cup of real milk, preferably whole milk, or a high-protein option. Why it works? Gives muscles immediate access to protein for repair. Provides calcium for bone strength. Muscles and bones work together. Strong bones support strong muscles, and strong muscles protect bones. Critical warning: if you're using plant-based milk alternatives, check the label. Many have almost no protein. Look for options with at least 6 to 8 grams of protein per serving, or stick with dairy milk if your body tolerates it well. The calcium is especially important because as you age, your bones become more vulnerable to density loss. When you combine calcium with muscle-building protein and resistance from using those muscles, you create an environment where both bones and muscles can stay strong together. Number 4. Collagen, the joint and connective tissue protector. This becomes absolutely essential as you age because your body's natural collagen production drops dramatically after age 30. What to do? Add 10 to 15 grams of hydrolyzed collagen powder to your coffee. Why it works? Supports joints, tendons, ligaments, and connective tissue. Provides amino acids, glycine, proline, hydroxyproline, your body uses to rebuild these structures. Dissolves easily in hot coffee with no taste. A lot of people focus only on building muscle and forget that you need healthy joints and connective tissue to actually use that muscle. What good is stronger muscle if your knees hurt too much to walk? What patients report? Within 2 weeks, reduction in joint creaking and popping. After 1 month, less pain and stiffness, especially in the morning. After several months, ability to do activities they'd given up on years ago. Number 3. Whey protein, the muscle-building foundation. This is the most important protein source for muscle building, and it's not optional if you're serious about stopping muscle loss. What to do? Add 20 to 25 grams of high-quality whey protein to your coffee, typically 1 scoop. Why it works? Provides all 9 essential amino acids in perfect ratios for muscle protein synthesis. High concentration of leucine, the amino acid that literally flips the switch in your muscles to start building and repair. Study after study shows whey protein is the most effective source for combating sarcopenia in older adults. Timing matters. Drink this after some light morning activity or alongside breakfast, not on a completely empty stomach. The combination of movement and protein tells your muscles to grow stronger instead of breaking down. Quality matters. Choose unflavored or vanilla-flavored whey protein. It blends well with coffee, especially when adding cocoa powder. Use whey protein isolate or concentrate from grass-fed cows if possible. Avoid products loaded with artificial sweeteners and fillers. I had a patient named Robert who was skeptical about adding protein powder to his coffee. He thought it would taste chalky or weird. But after trying it with vanilla whey and cocoa powder, he called me 2 weeks later to say his coffee had never tasted better, and more importantly, he was noticing he could climb stairs without getting winded. That's the power of giving your muscles what they need, exactly when they need it. The leucine in whey protein is particularly crucial for seniors because as we age, our bodies become less efficient at triggering muscle protein synthesis. We need a higher threshold of leucine to activate that muscle-building process. Whey protein provides that threshold in 1 convenient scoop, making it the gold standard for age-related muscle loss. If you're still watching this, it means you're serious about protecting your strength and independence. The next 2 ingredients are the most powerful ones. They're the difference between just feeling a little better and experiencing a complete transformation like Margaret did. Make sure you're subscribed to Senior Muscle Tips because I release new content regularly covering everything from nutrition to natural remedies to lifestyle strategies that support healthy aging. Hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss anything. Number 2. Turmeric plus black pepper, the anti-inflammatory insurance policy. This combination is like insurance against the inflammation that destroys muscle tissue. What to do? Add 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder and just a pinch of black pepper to your coffee. Why it works? Accesses curcumin, one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds. Studies show curcumin reduces muscle soreness and inflammation by up to 48%. Means faster recovery and better mobility. The critical catch most people don't know. Your body can barely absorb curcumin on its own. But when you add black pepper, the piperine in the pepper increases absorption by up to 2,000%. That's not a typo, 2,000% better absorption from 1 tiny pinch of black pepper. If you're also using coconut oil in your coffee, that helps even more because curcumin is fat-soluble. Chronic inflammation is linked not just to muscle loss, but to nearly every chronic disease we associate with aging. By addressing inflammation every single morning, you're not just protecting your muscles, you're protecting your entire body from slow damage that accumulates over years and decades. I want you to think about inflammation like rust on a car. You don't see it happening day by day, but over time, it weakens the entire structure until one day something breaks. Turmeric with black pepper is like applying a protective coating every single day that prevents that rust from ever taking hold. It's one of the most powerful preventive strategies you can implement, and it costs less than $1 per week. Number 1. Black coffee itself, the antioxidant powerhouse. This is the foundation of the entire formula. The coffee you're already drinking has powerful benefits most people completely overlook. Why coffee is crucial? Loaded with antioxidants that protect cells from oxidative stress that breaks down muscle tissue, improves physical performance by increasing adrenaline levels, helps your body break down fat for fuel, boosts metabolism and helps maintain healthy body composition. Excess body fat creates inflammation that accelerates muscle loss, contains compounds that support liver health, improves focus and concentration, may reduce risk of certain neurodegenerative diseases. 2 critical warnings. Number 1. Never drink coffee on a completely empty stomach, especially if you're adding all these ingredients. It can irritate your digestive system. Number 2. Don't exceed 400 milligrams of caffeine per day, roughly 4 cups of coffee. Too much can interfere with sleep and recovery. Quality matters. Choose organic coffee to avoid pesticides. Freshly ground coffee contains more antioxidants than pre-ground. Pay attention to how your body responds. Some people are fast caffeine metabolizers and can drink coffee later. Others need to stop by noon to avoid sleep disruption. Now that you know all 8 ingredients, let me show you how to create your ultimate muscle-protecting morning ritual. Start simple and build gradually. Week 1 to 2. The foundation begin with black coffee, 1 scoop whey protein, 1 serving collagen, 1/2 teaspoon turmeric with black pepper. Get used to this combination first. Week 3 plus. The full formula, then start adding one at a time. Cinnamon, cocoa powder, coconut oil. Pay attention to how your body responds. Some feel immediate energy and mental clarity. Others notice joint pain decreasing within days. Over weeks and months, you'll notice you're stronger, more mobile, and more confident. The simple preparation method. Number 1. Brew your coffee as you normally would. Number 2. While still hot, add coconut oil or MCT oil and blend for 10 seconds. This creates a creamy, frothy texture. Number 3. Add whey protein, collagen, cocoa powder, cinnamon, turmeric, and black pepper. Number 4. Blend again for 10 to 15 seconds. Number 5. Finally, add milk if you're using it, stir, and enjoy. Let me tell you what happened with Margaret after she started this routine. It wasn't just about the physical changes, although those were remarkable. It was about what those changes meant for her life. She had been saying no to invitations because she was afraid she wouldn't have the energy or strength. She had stopped making plans because she didn't trust her body anymore. But after 3 months of this simple morning routine combined with regular walking and light resistance exercises, everything changed. She booked a trip to visit her daughter in another state. She started volunteering at her local community garden. She joined a walking group with friends. She wasn't just surviving anymore, she was thriving. Margaret told me something that really stuck with me. For years I felt like my body was betraying me, getting weaker despite my best efforts. But once I understood what my body actually needed and started providing it consistently, I realized my body wasn't the enemy. It was just waiting for the right support. That shift in perspective changed everything for her, and I've seen it change everything for countless other patients as well. One patient told me that after starting this routine, she realized she had been grieving the loss of her old self, the strong, capable woman she used to be. But this simple morning ritual gave her that person back. She didn't have to be someone new or different. She just had to give her body the support it needed to be herself again. This is what I want for you too. Not some radical transformation into a different person, but a return to the strong, capable, independent version of yourself that's still there, just waiting for the right support. This coffee formula gives your muscles the protein they need to rebuild, the anti-inflammatory compounds they need to recover, the energy they need to stay active, the blood flow they need to receive all those nutrients efficiently. Your muscles want to be strong. Your body wants to be healthy, but you have to give it the tools it needs to make that happen. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these 8 ingredients are you going to start adding to your coffee first? Are you going to begin with whey protein because you know that's the foundation? Or maybe turmeric and black pepper because inflammation and joint pain have been holding you back? Drop your answer in the comments below because I read every single one and I love hearing about your health journey. And if this information has been valuable to you, hit that like button so more people can discover these strategies. Subscribe to Senior Muscle Tips if you haven't already. I share evidence-based health advice you can actually use in daily life. Share this video with someone you care about who might be struggling with weakness, fatigue, or fear of losing their independence. The truth is that aging doesn't have to mean becoming weak and dependent. It doesn't have to mean giving up activities you love or living in fear of falling or getting hurt. With the right knowledge and daily habits, you can stay strong, capable, and confident well into your later years. That morning cup of coffee you already enjoy can become your secret weapon. Your daily reminder that you're taking control of your health and your future. Remember what Margaret proved. It's never too late to get stronger. It's never too late to rebuild muscle. It's never too late to reclaim your independence and live the life you want to live. Start with your coffee tomorrow morning. Add 1 or 2 of these powerful ingredients. Stay consistent and watch as your body responds with renewed strength and vitality you might have thought was gone forever. Your future self will thank you for taking action today.